Martha, when you first walked into a gym,
Mm-hmm.
what were you feeling?
Uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable. Like not knowing even where to go once I went in the front door.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to I Got This podcast with LEX and MGP. My name is Lex. I've been a personal trainer for 7 years now. Martha is my client, and she has been with me for 4 years. Over our time together, she's lost over 60 pounds, and we have learned so much together. We've learned what works, what doesn't work, and more importantly, we've had so much fun doing it. So join us each and every week as we talk about whatever the hell we want. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to I Got This podcast with Lex and MGP. We're sitting in our studio again. I feel the need to intro it because I love it. And
She's very proud of it, which we'll give you props.
Thank you.
You
It's
put it
cool.
together.
I
Yeah.
feel cool. I feel like we are a real podcast studio, and it's sick. So that's that. Anyways, moving on. Today we're talking about how to get over the uncomfortable feeling of your first time being in a gym and getting comfortable in a gym.
I don't even think it's the first time. I think it's in the beginning.
Yeah, for
a
a
little
time.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah, for a long time.
Maybe
yeah.
even a long time. Yeah.
So you were talking kind of about how you felt the first time you walked into like a regular box gym facility.
I mean, it's intimidating, one, because they're usually huge.
Yeah.
And there's all these people there that look like they know what they're doing. And you're like, I don't even know where to go. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know where anything is. I don't know where to go. You feel like you're wandering around lost. Like, can someone give me a map? I mean, it's not even that it's that big, but still, it's just, you don't even know where to start.
Right. Generally, gyms give you a tour your first time in, right?
Sometimes, but a lot of times it's so
It's still intimidating.
overwhelming that you can't take it all in. You're like, I remember they talked about something with it, but it's, you get kind of overwhelmed, and you know where like maybe the cardio stuff is and the weights are, and that room over there is where you take a class, but how do I sign up for a class? And I don't want to take a class because those people are going to laugh at me, which of course they're not, but that's what it feels like, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially if you've never worked out before, like never, or if you're not haven't in years or something like that, or you feel very self-conscious. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then it feels like too sometimes, and it's like high school or middle school all over again, but you walk in and everyone seems to know each other, or they have their little gym friends, and then you're like by yourself trying to figure it all out or navigate it.
You're so right. You're so right. It is because it's a community. Gyms normally are community. That's why people are excited to go there on a daily basis. And then if you walk in the first day, it's very intimidating. Or if you even walk into a class and people are like mingling in the class and nobody comes over to you,
right?
It's very awkward at first too. No, it's so true. I think the one thing that I want to touch on first, you said something. It's like everybody looks like they know what they're doing. You know what's so funny? Nobody knows what the hell they're doing.
Exactly. I know that now. I know. But it's taken a long time to get here. And even actually sometimes if I go to a class that's a new class for me, I'm like, they all know what they're doing. And I don't know what you still have those feelings sometimes.
I know you do, but most people don't even realize that. I know you know that now, but most people don't realize that if you look around a gym and you look at even the people who look super strong and jacked, it's like, look at the exercises that they're doing. And look at how much, look at the effort and look at when you're sitting there, and if you find a comfortable spot the first time you walk in, you're always going to find your little corner, right?
Right.
You're going to usually pull out a mat because everybody knows floor work. You're not really going to go to machines, and you're just going to look around. And I dare you to look around and look at who is in that gym. And if they're super in shape, I'm just telling you to guess. I'm just generalizing. Normally there's somebody who's super young. Super in shape people are normally super young. So is it really that they know what they're doing, or is it that they're just young?
They have the gift of age.
Yes, that's what I mean. And then you look around and you're like, does that look right? Nobody knows what the hell they're doing. They're just in there because they feel like they should.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure you notice the biomechanics and everything way more than
of course
you're trained. Yeah,
exactly. But then it's that 10% that does, that has been in the fitness world have been working out for their entire lives, but that's a very small percentage of people.
Oh yeah.
It's a very small percentage of people. So when you put that into perspective, you look around and you're like, wait, you just have to take a moment and like really take it in. I have a young girl who just started. She's in her mid-20s and truly has never, ever, ever worked out before, like never walked into a gym. And she said to me, she was
How
like,
scary for her. I'm sure. Yeah.
It's this common for most of my clients.
Yeah.
Most of my clients have never walked into a gym before training. And they say it all the time. They're like, everybody seems like they know what they're doing. And I sat with her. I always bring her into a little corner. She's always worried about how she looks or if people are looking at her. And I said, sit down and just look at the whole gym. Seriously, take a look. Like, pick one person. And if you pick that person, I think she picked like a middle-aged guy. And I was like, do you think that guy has a strategic plan of what he's doing, or he's just here trying to better himself a little bit? She's like, I think he's just here to better himself. And I was like, yeah, that's what everybody's trying to do. Nobody really knows exactly what the hell they're doing.
I mean, if I didn't go into the gym with a plan that you had written out for me on any given day, I'd be wandering around too still.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's everyone.
Yeah.
I still do it too. I walk in, I'm like, fuck. Sorry. What do I do today? Like, I literally don't even know. So like, I'll be like, I guess I'll just get on some cardio.
Well, that's always the default.
That's the default. There's so many defaults. It's like cardio or a class or like, I don't know. Sorry.
But I'm just saying, if there's cardio, you can figure out easy.
Yeah. Pop on, press go, right?
Yeah, you can walk on a treadmill.
This is good. Okay. So then another thing that you said was the groups.
Yeah. It's clicky. It feels clicky.
It does.
At first. And maybe it's not, well, no, it is clicky. Let's be honest.
It's dependent on the gym.
And so it can be. I've been fortunate enough to, make some friends at the gym, so it doesn't feel as clicky anymore. And it's always nice just to have someone that at least says hi to you. They don't have to be your best friend.
Right.
But it's comfortable when you walk into an environment where you at least recognize some friendly faces.
Yeah.
And this happened to me, not at the gym you trained me at, but at the other gym. I walked into a spin class about a year ago and I didn't know a soul. And this thing was packed.
Yeah.
And these two ladies took it upon them. They could tell I was like, deer in the headlights. I don't know what to do, where to go, how to clip my shoes, all that. And they just took me under their wing and they're like, girl, come sit with us over here.
Yeah.
And then they helped me get set up. And then I would see them regularly. And now they've become my spin friends.
Yeah.
I never talk to them outside of class. I never, but as soon as I walk in, how's it going? I've had my kids with me like my daughter's gone with me or my daughter-in-law, and they always ask me about them. So now it's comfortable to go in there.
It's just,
and I'm very thankful that they did that because they didn't have to do that and reach out. And, so that was just really nice.
I have two thoughts on that too. So number one, people who work out are happy people. They are just happy people, and happy people are generally kind. So if you walk into a gym, 90% of the time, people are there to be kind. Less likely than not, you're going to walk into like maybe like a meathead gym, right? Like if you go to a meathead gym if you walk into something like, I'm not going to like Golds, like, come on, like don't go to a Golds if you've never worked out before.
Right.
And you're worried about being like, those people know what the hell they're doing. They're there to like go to an environment in which like nice people want to be nice, happy people want to be nice, and people who work out are happy. So that's it. Your gyms are nice people generally. They are. The second point is whenever you walk into a new situation or a new environment, you're a little nervous.
It's intimidating.
It always is.
Yeah.
With people you don't know. It's like going to a bridal shower with people you don't know, and you only are going for the one friend who's getting married. And you're like,
what table am I going to sit at? I don't know anybody.
Exactly.
Except the bride, and I can't sit with her. Yeah.
Exactly. So like, it's the same thing. It's like, I didn't know anybody. So even I signed up for like a F45 class. I just wanted to like try it out. And I was like, this is going to be weird. Like, I don't know what this is going to be like. And so I was like, Alexis, you'll be fine. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
You walk in, you do the workout, you leave. It's not that big of a deal. But that's what I mean is everybody feels that way. So you're probably never going to get rid of that feeling when you enter a new environment.
Yeah. Your insecurities are always going to pop up.
But you will, I guarantee, in a fitness class, there are kind people. And it is what it is.
And honestly, I've found, regardless of the gym I've gone to in a fitness class, after you go to the same class a couple, 2-3 times,
Same people.
It's the same people. And then they'll be like, oh, she's our new regular. We should get to know her.
Yes. It's like they kind of pack you in.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of funny. I've watched it happen many a times in classes who like, there's a new joiner. And then everybody starts to like get to know the person.
Right.
It's the group. It's not the instructor that, sometimes a good class will bring people back, but it's also the group that they become friends with, which is kind of nice.
Well, and I remember when I actually first met you, it was through group instruction. You weren't my trainer, but you used to always be really good if you saw someone that was new in a class.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You'd go and introduce yourself. Yeah. Then sometimes you'd even be like, you should meet them.
Yes, I do place people together on purpose. I'm like, this person's really, really nice. You're with that person.
No. So that makes people feel comfortable.
It does.
Yeah.
That's true. I think most gyms are instructed to do that, hopefully. But yeah, I guess it just depends.
Oh, I've been to plenty where they don't do that. It's usually,
Okay, good. So this is for everyone out there. Do that. If you're in a class that you consistently go to, always be nice to the new person. Yeah.
Help them find the right equipment. That's
do you want to hear
too.
like a horrible story? This is actually really funny.
I feel like some dishes coming.
It's so bad. Okay, so in my younger years, obviously, I had just started teaching fitness classes.
Okay.
And a few things that I definitely was not aware of. Number one was when new people came in, like how much attention that they needed. Like, I don't even know if I asked, like, if they had worked out before. Like, that's a really big piece. Because if you've never worked out before, you don't know what the hell is going on. Like, you're like, where am I going? And so
what's Tabata mean?
Yes. Like, what is this word? An imam? What the hell is that? Right. So that was a big piece. And then number two, like safety. All right. So safety is something I'm getting much better at. And in the gym we're at currently, like the old gym that had closed had a lot more space.
Yes.
So I was able to create things like very tactically for placement. So it was able to be very wide. We wouldn't trip over anything. Now I'm in a smaller space, and I was at this gym when I had started training. And so like I would just shove them as many people as I could into a room and like put as much equipment in there as I could and as many exercises as I could. Right.
I know we only have room for 5, but 12 get in here.
Yes. And there are 65 exercises.
And you should all swing kettlebells at each other.
Yes. And remember them all. And if you ask me, I don't know, I might not be able to, whatever. Yeah. I wasn't very good then. Now I'm very good. Anyways. So this new girl had walked into class. I had already set up class. That was like probably our group exercise room. I had tied a resistance band, a long, thin resistance band around a pole. Okay. And there were like 12 exercises, and I had people doing face pulls. So you like grab a resistance band, you would pull it towards your face, literally towards your face. And whether it was my luck or my not coaching her, in the middle, probably 10 minutes into the class, I got music blaring. I got people everywhere. Yeah. I got equipment flying, and I hear a ding.
Oh no.
And the band had snapped right into her forehead. And it was her first class. Think about coming into a gym. First class, this little girl who, like, I don't know, I was definitely 21 or 22, like, does not know what is going on. And then you get hit in the face with a band.
That left a mark.
Snapped right in her face. She never came back.
Well, okay.
That was a trainer fail. Like, probably maybe don't have somebody pulling a band at their face. I don't know. Anyways, so that's my story. I have progressed many moons beyond that story. So yeah, anyways. Okay, so going back
to
if you get hurt in your first class, that's a million times worse. So, okay, we touched on number one, people in the gyms, walking into a gym and like thinking everybody else knows what's going on around you.
Right. You feel like an imposter sometimes when you're in there.
Yeah, exactly. And then like knowing what to do, which we've talked a lot. I don't want to dig too much into that. We have, but we've talked a lot into that. I think I notice a lot of people find like their space, which is really good. You gravitated directly towards classes. Not a lot of people do that. Like they don't want to, like not everybody thinks they want classes.
Yeah. And part of that was I joined the gym with a little posse.
Yeah. You joined with like 8 people.
Right. We all kind of joined because the gym was opening.
Yes.
So we all joined at the same time. I probably wouldn't have if it hadn't been that circumstance.
Yes.
But because it was like my husband and a couple other couples that we were friends with and, some other people. And so that was the easiest way for us to work out together because none of us knew what we were doing.
That's so
So we kind of were like, well, why don't we take this boot clamp thing? Okay, we'll try that. Or we'll try this.
Yeah.
There was like a strictly strength class. We'll try that, and see. So that's it motivated us all to show up together.
Okay. I like that.
So that's really the reason. But yeah, if I had been by myself, I don't know if I would have done that, to be honest.
Right. And a lot of people come by themselves. I mean, I don't have a quarter of the friends. I don't even have any friends like in this area. Like if I tried to get a friend to go to a class with me, it would not happen because I don't have any. I'm not even upset about that. Like in the slightest, I like my life a lot. They're just around the country. Like if you're coming in alone, you're definitely more intimidated to walk into a class.
Oh yes, for sure.
Right? Because you're like, oh my God, these people, this is a posse inside of the gym. Like, what the hell? So,
and my people are intimidating. You know them.
They scare the shit out of me. I'm not going to lie. Sassiest bunch of people I've ever met. Anyways.
We broke her in.
Somebody had to. With that being said, a really good thing to do would be to find like a comfortable space, start on the treadmill, and then find a mat and pull it into a comfortable space and do a mat workout to begin and start there and just get comfortable getting into the gym, right?
Right.
Even when you look around the gym, eyes are open because it's a very open space. So people are like looking around, what's going on? Where do I go? Like everyone is kind of like, nobody really is walking around like they know what the hell is going on. They're like trying to find a space that's available. Right. They're trying to find like dumb equipment that they need. They're trying to be conscious and kind to those around them. Say, hey, are you using that? Like that type of thing.
Let me wipe it off.
Yeah. So another thing I want to talk about actually, so this is not a problem at our gym. We try to keep this culture out. Taking like videos and self like videos at the gym.
Yes. It's so annoying.
It's so annoying. I do it sometimes, but I really try to do it when it's not busy at the gym. I actually just don't work out when it's busy at the gym because
you're probably training when it's busy.
I am. So I can do it when it's not. So I do this sometimes, but I really try to be conscious not to get other people in it. I really try to be conscious not to like take too much time doing it. I really try to be conscious, like not to make other people feel uncomfortable. Because and then it's just like when you see someone doing that at the gym, it's like great to record your workouts, but I guess like what's the reason?
Right. I've thought that because at the other gym I work out, sometimes there's people doing it, not all the time, but it just kind of comes in waves.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, maybe you're trying to shoot that because you want to check your form.
Yes.
Totally get it. Because you can't see yourself even though there's mirrors, but sometimes it's hard depending on what you're doing.
Yeah.
But then other times I'm like, oh wait, you're like full on makeup and hair. You're trying to do something else. And then you're tying up all the equipment too.
Exactly.
So
you got to figure out your reason. I don't like that. I also just think like makeup and hair, even when I record my workout stuff, it's like, that's not how I work out. Yeah. It just feels so fake. I mean, maybe one day I'll eat that and I'll start doing that for some reason. Who knows?
Who knows?
And I know people, maybe they even are making a living doing it. Like who freaking knows? I think there was a stronger wave of more people doing it in the past. And I think like everybody's like, oh, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe that's,
fading.
Maybe we've ridden that wave and moved on. Little.
I think there's nothing wrong with doing it every now and then to do be like, look at me PR this way. Look at me. Like, I'm really proud of myself for doing this form. I couldn't do this before, but like be conscious of those around you and be kind to those around you. And I think that's really important because when you walk into a gym and everybody's recording themselves, that's freaking intimidating.
Yeah. Or when somebody, you can tell they're shooting something, some sort of video and you're not sure what they're shooting.
Yeah.
Then you're kind of like, what are you doing? Like, what do you?
Oh, are you recording like me?
Me or those people over there? It might not even be at me.
Yeah.
But I'm like, are they mocking those people? Like, you don't know what's going on for sure.
Do you know Joey Swoll?
Yeah.
Oh my God, guys, if you haven't found Joey Swoll on Instagram, check him out. He's freaking awesome. He just preaches kindness and gym etiquette, and I just freaking love him. He's just like such a good role model for gym etiquette, and like it's just he shows videos on TikTok of people like taking videos of other people and he like talks against it, which is really impressive. There's also this, okay, I want to bring this up. I believe in this and I think it's bullshit. Okay. No, I'm so.
All of a sudden you just got fired up. I'm a little nervous.
So if you check out, there is a trend going around on TikTok. Okay. And these girls record themselves working out. And these girls got the freaking shirts, long shirts, tucked up the sports bra on the back.
Oh, yeah.
With their asses hanging out. I'm sorry. Because like I know a million girls that work out and they don't act like this. And sorry, it's cool if you want to do that. I don't mind. But here's the catch. Like, if you are doing something and then you're recording yourself working out for looks, and then in these videos, what these girls are doing is they're saying they like record themselves working out, and then like there will be men who are literally just working out in the background and will like be looking at these girls, what they're doing, like looking at the video, like, am I in the camera? Like you can see on these guys' faces.
Right.
It's like, are they looking at me? Like, or are they recording me? Am I in the background? Or even just looking at the girl, like, what is she doing? Right. So like, they're not hitting on the girl.
No,
they're not trying to get with this girl. But then the girls will say that freaking creep, like he's trying to get with me, or like, and it's constant on TikTok. If you go find these, like it's girls trying to target men who are literally just working out.
They're probably like, excuse me, can I borrow that?
Yeah. It's like, yes. Exactly. And then there was this one video of this guy who was just trying to take help a girl take a weight off a barbell. Okay. If a man tries to help me take a weight off a barbell, never do I feel like he's trying to hit on me.
Right.
Unless he stands there and is like chit chat.
You can tell when it's that.
Yeah. It's not. It's like clearly if you've got like more than 100 pounds on the bar, like if you've got 2 barbells on I have to help you. You have to help me unload a barbell, right? It takes 2 of us. And like, then they say like, oh, he came over here to hit on me. It's like, no, that's just gym etiquette. It's to say, hey, it's really hard to lift like a barbell and like take 135 pounds off of it. Let me help you. So anyways, I'm so freaking fired up because I think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, there are some creepy gym environments, but most are not. Most are very kind.
I agree.
And if you're out here like claiming that men are these bad, bad people, it's like, no, most of them are just being kind.
They're just being nice.
And if you have one of those, I can't say this. I don't know if I can, but like if you have one of those freaking outfits on with your ass hanging out and then you're like mad that people are kind of looking at you, like, come on, like stop. I don't know. Sorry. That really got me. It's like your ass is literally the leggings are up your ass crack.
No, I know.
And you're mad that he's looking at you. I'm sorry. It pisses me the hell off.
I guess I'll stop wearing those leggings. Just bringing you back to earth.
Thanks. Oh my God. You don't see me heated like that often.
No, but I know what you're talking about.
Girls, wear what you want. But like, anyways, Joey Swole is amazing and he definitely preaches gym etiquette and he's very kind. And I would definitely look him up on TikTok or Instagram. That's a good way. Going back to,
I would say, don't be afraid to put yourself out there a little bit though. Try to make some gym friends. They don't have to be friends outside the gym, just those nice acquaintances, someone whose first name you might know or whom you feel comfortable standing next to in a class.
The funny thing is, if you go to the gym like 3 times a week, how often do you see your friends? Once every few months or once or twice a month? Right?
Oh, right.
You see these people.
My friends outside, my not gym friends, you mean? Yeah.
Sorry. You see people at the gym probably more than you see your friends and your family. So like, it's really nice to have familiar conversation and kind conversation with people who you would never normally surround yourself with. So definitely.
They're probably on the same schedule as you kind of too, which is why, they're out of work at the same time or whatever.
Yeah. And they started where you were at one point as well.
100%. Yeah. And it's kind of funny because in the summer I see different gym friends because of my schedule changes. And then when I usually come back in September, they're like, oh, you're back. Like it's a whole thing.
It's really funny, actually. You're like, oh, routine. Like everybody's got a different routine.
Right.
Different.
Right. And certainly if you do, challenge yourself and sign up for some classes. Because if you take a class or two, you are going to probably see some of the same people. And you might find something new that you like too. Maybe it's kickboxing. You didn't know you liked kickboxing. But then, you'll probably see other people that enjoy it as well. You'll get to know them. after probably 2 or 3 classes, you'll be getting the greetings and the names and the, and it does happen, but it is scary. I get it. It doesn't matter how old you are or who you are. It always is scary a little bit.
It is. And take advantage of your free personal training sessions too. Mm-hmm. It's always good to know a trainer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll help you.
They'll help you. It's always cool to be like, hey, can you grab this thing for me? Or like, we do like, or like, hey, how do I do this?
Yeah, that's really helpful in the beginning because it wasn't always you. It could have been any of the trainers at the gym. Yeah. Ones I didn't even train with, but I could say, hey, trainers, what's this do over here?
Trainers' jobs are to help. Like They'll never be a mean trainer that's like an asshole.
I hope not.
Otherwise, they're not doing their job.
Or they're probably not lasting around long.
Exactly.
So.
Well, guys, with that being said, yeah, intimidation is normal. It's very scary, but
I got a little scared of Lex during this episode, but anyway.
I know. I got heated, man. I've been on one recently in a good way.
It was all good.
Good. That's my honesty. That's what I believe, and I can be passionate about that. So, guys, don't be intimidated to go to the gym, or do be, but overcome the fear of it.
Yeah. You just have to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
It'll pay off.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. And take that mentality into the gym this week.
Walk into that class and say, I got this.
Hell yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for listening this week. Please leave us a 5-star review wherever you listen to podcasts. For more I Got This content, please make sure to follow, like, and share on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or you can always go to our website, igotThisPod.com for more info. As always, thanks for listening. See you next Monday.